And we saw Macias coming into the ring. Beto, his last 3 fights have been losses to some pretty familiar names. Tokakan Clare, Lamont Roach, a man that we've seen many times before, and a current world champion at 130, the Tank, Gervonta Davis, stopped him in 1.
Really? From Victorville, the king of Victorville, King Ryan Garcia. Victorville, about an hour and a half north, about an hour north of downtown Los Angeles. If you've ever driven to Vegas, you've driven past Victorville.
He's fast and he's flashy, and he's certainly not shy about social media. King Ryan Garcia, certainly a young man that Golden Boy has a lot of hopes for going into the future. The question is, can he be fundamentally sound as he steps up his level of competition in due time?
It's not Golden Boy. It is Oscar De La Hoya that oozes about Ryan Garcia. There's some similarities there. The look, the style.
The left hook.
The left hook. And to hear Oscar De La Hoya talk about Ryan Garcia over and over and over, you better pay attention, because Oscar is heaping some big praise on the 18-year-old.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Inglewood at the Fabulous Forum. Tonight's action is presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, sponsored by Tecate, Born Bold, Casa Mexico Tequila. It's in the taste. Judges seated ringside, scoring the fight: Ralph McKnight, Eddie Hernandez Sr., Fernando Villarreal, and the referee in charge of the action, Jack Reese. This fight is scheduled for 4 rounds of lightweight action. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing out of the blue corner, weighing in at 132 pounds, with a record of 27 wins, 21 losses, 1 draw, 14 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Mexico City, Mexico, Mario Macias. And his opponent to my right, weighing in at 131.6 pounds. He has a perfect record of 9 wins, 0 losses, 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He is the pride of Los Angeles, California, Ryan Garcia. Once again, with the final instructions, Jack Reese.
Look at each other this way. I gave you both instructions. I just want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Pelea duro, pelea limpio. These are a little bit high. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Buena suerte.
Well, Jack Reese is the tallest man in the ring, but Ryan Garcia is right there with him as Mario Macias, El Chaparrito. He's only 5'2", as Ryan Garcia has the advantages in every single side. I didn't know Ryan Garcia became the part of LA. He was from Victorville his previous fights, but hey, Ryan Garcia in the white trunks. Kid has some pop, has some style, has some sizzle behind him at the age of 18. Oh, he's got a nickname too. On his belt, you see El Rey, the King. Going bilingual. I like that, Ryan Garcia. Kid has some power though.
I remember interviewing Ryan during one of the open workouts leading into the Canelo Alvarez-Chavez fight back in May, and I asked him, Ryan, were you influenced by Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather? And he said, I absolutely was. And you could see just by the way he boxes, low left hand, likes to shoulder roll, lead with a lot of hooks, hand speed. And
there he goes, Garcia's down. Ryan Garcia said it, has that power. Here it is in the first. A lot of fans. For a kid who's only 18, a lot of hope, a lot of promise behind him. Trained by his father in their garage in Victorville, California. And Macias is already in survival mode.
Well, Macias has been stopped numerous times. This is nothing
That
new for
stung
him.
him, and it is
And
over. A first-round KO for Ryan Garcia.
Well, I don't think that was that much of a surprise, but I think there comes a point in time that if you believe Ryan Garcia is a blue chipper and a precocious young fighter who's still just 18, you're going to have to be careful here. You don't want to overmatch him, but I think tonight, to a certain degree, was an exercise in futility. I'm not so sure what was really gained by this type of blowout.
Steve, you've taught me don't get fooled by a fighter's record. Ryan Garcia now 10-0 with 9 KOs, but the kid does have some pop.
Well, he has all the tangibles, the speed, the size, the height, some power. But again, it could be a mirage based on what's happening. That old saying, even I can look good on a heavy bag.
There you see it with his dad. Ryan Garcia has a cut man, and Mike Rodriguez don't know why he has a cut man right now.
Does he get paid tonight?
Well, Mike did wrap his hands.
Yeah, he did. And early on, you could see the obvious mismatch in physical tools and speed and a couple of right hands. And a lot of those, like the double right hand he threw right there, against a higher level of competition, I don't see a lot of double right hands being landed. And look at that whipping left hook. That is certainly an influence of Roy Jones. Roy Jones was a master of like not being textbook and leading with hooks, multiple hooks. But there's no denying that in terms of the eye test, in terms of is this kid a prospect? Does he have the tools? Yes. But again, it's hard to tell unless he starts facing some live bullets. I don't want to come off as being overly harsh, but again, tonight there wasn't really a lot of resistance. Things that we're going to have to find out about Ryan Garcia, and we still may not be able to really look at those things till he's about 21, 22 years old, which is still a ways away, is how does he catch? How does he deal with adversity? What happens the first time a guy sticks a jab in his face and he's not able to be so flashy and fast, and he has to work for it? I am still waiting to see a fight where I see Ryan Garcia getting some real professional resistance going into rounds 3 and 4. Thus far, every time I've seen him, it's been very, very quick, short, explosive fights. He certainly has a highlight reel. I want to see more game tape.
18-year-old Ryan Garcia turns 19 August 8th. There you see with his team. His dad in the black hat is Henry. His management team from Victorville. 10-0 now.
And he has the look. He does have the look, Beto. There's no doubt about that.
He has a younger brother, also fights. The boxing family, very active in the amateur scene, as the Ryan and his brother are coming up. 7 o'clock tonight, the HBO broadcast at 7 o'clock. As Mario Macias is still on his stool. Doctor's checking him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jack Reese stops the fight at 1 minute and 14 seconds in the first round. And you're a winner and still undefeated by knockout, Ryan Garcia.
And we said earlier that one of the idols of that young man, Ryan Garcia, growing up is Roy Jones. And Roy Jones is in attendance calling the fight for HBO, looking for some plaudits. Not being exactly sure what the tenor of the conversation was, though. But, you know, listen, the kid's fighting in front of his idol, scores an impressive knockouts, probably wants some sort of validation.
Well, he did that in his last fight in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Knocked out his opponent, went over. Roy Jones, hey. Ryan Garcia definitely looking good here tonight in Inglewood. 7 o'clock on HBO. Joe Smith Jr., Sutherland Barrera. The main event, Miguel Berchelt and Takashi Miura.